TheSmartLocal.com.
Why did you decide to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
I don't know what course to take in poly.
So I decided to take my time in JC.
I didn't have a choice.
My parents accepted it without telling me.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Hot Take. Today, I'm here to find out why JC students choose JC over other tertiary institutions. Let's go! Why did you decide to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
If I went poly, I'll not be able to focus as much. I'm a very playful kind of guy, so if I went to Polytechnics, I think I would spend my time playing and not even studying.
When you were choosing your JCs, how do you decide on which JC to go to?
My dream JC was to go TMJC, but they cut down by one, and then the only possible JC was either JPJC or Yishun Innova. JPJC was far from me because I live in the Sengkang. So then I decided to go Yishun Innova.
Do you feel like because the JCs merged, there's like lesser options?
I think there's a lesser option because of the merging, but it's also a good thing that they have fewer JC and make it a bit difficult. Some people won't agree to it, but if they make it a bit difficult, maybe people will want to work hard and then go to a better JC.
I know it's a bit early, but do you have any future plans?
Maybe business management.
Why do you choose to go to JC as opposed to like other tertiary institutions?
I mean, I didn't have a choice because I'm from Nanyang, so it's direct admission into here. I know that I'm not as much of a disciplined person, so I will need the academic pressure of junior college. Compared to poly, I think that it's more like you know what you want to do, so you're motivated intrinsically. But for JC, it's like you just come to JC because you know you have to get things done.
What is your impression of like Polytechnics in Singapore?
It's more chill, I think. Like I see like they wake up later and then they kind of have more like control over what they learn. It's like more about learning like a specific skill set that will help you with your profession. Regarding the pacing, it's more self-initiated compared to junior college because junior college is more like you're getting put along by the curriculum and your teachers.
So you guys J1, right? So in like the 6 months in JC, how's it been?
I think I like the balance between like work and play. You know the saying that goes like you work hard and you play hard. I think JC life is a good portrayal of that saying. Even though we study very hard and there's a lot of academic pressure, there's also a lot of fun activities that we can do.
Do you wish you had done anything differently?
There are times that I would be stressed out about the examinations and the academic tensions. But after all, I think that if I chose this path, then I would have to like stay true to it.
Do you have any plans in the future, like in terms of what you want to study or work maybe?
Right now, I'm quite invested in engineering. In JC, I signed up for like a lot of engineering projects and stuff, so I'm kind of down this road now. I want to go into something physics related. To pursue that, I would like to go overseas or go to NUS.
Why do you decide to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
Initially, like for my JEE, right, I actually put poly as like my first choice. But like last minute, my parents, they were like, you were not so sure of like what you want to do, so like they thought JC would be like better because it's more broad.
You put your first choice as poly, right? So what course was that?
Aviation management at TP. I thought it would be quite interesting to study like aviation and stuff. Like I only got into like JC because my parents accepted it without telling me. Like at first, yeah, they didn't tell me like they accepted it. Then I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just come here.
Did you wish that you had gone to the poly path instead?
Kind of, because all my secondary school friends are all in poly. In terms of studying and like lifestyle, like I feel like poly is more like chill. It's like up to like your own pace and everything.
Why do you guys choose to go to JC instead of like other tertiary institutions?
For me, it's because I don't know what I want to do. Because if you go to poly, you have to choose a course. And I'm not sure of what I want to do. So I just chose the JC one. Basically just to buy time.
So how's your time been in JC so far? Do you like it?
Okay, honestly, it's been quite lit though. Because a lot of people here are really nice and it's quite hype, but it's quite fun.
I think it's quite interesting and then it's also a new experience, and I also really enjoy myself in school nowadays.
Do you wish that you had done anything differently, or like you're happy with the path that you chose?
I believe that there is nothing to regret about in life. Like whatever I chose, it was the correct thing for me in that point in time. Even if I regret now, there's no point. So live life with no regrets.
Initially, I had some regrets because like it was kind of tough coping with like JC life, but I think now it's like quite easy going in school. So actually I don't regret at all.
So do you guys have any future plans?
I currently have no plans. I'm just planning to, take a chill pill.
No future plans right now, but I think just get 70 RP first then talk. So I just do the best first so there are more options in the future.
Why do you choose to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
So I just felt like I didn't really have a clear, distinct path. So I decided to take my time in JC rather than going all out in like a single course in poly.
So how's your time been in JC so far?
If I were to compare it to secondary school, I think I have more fun in JC. But especially since there's like A levels, you can't really slack that much.
Catch the fun a bit.
Yeah, so you have to like focus on studies also.
Do you wish that you had done anything differently, or are you happy with what you chose?
Sometimes I feel envious towards my poly friends because their school has so many facilities. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's more supportive in JC because there's always a form teacher for each class. They'll really like check up on you regularly, especially when you don't come to school, as compared to the lecturers in poly. The lecturers are just there to lecture. They don't really check up on your well-being or whatever.
Why do you guys choose to go to JC instead of like other tertiary institutions like poly, for example?
I felt that poly was like a bit too mature for me. I felt that coming to JC is like the closest it will come to like my secondary school life, and I felt like maybe I wasn't too ready to like become like so grown
Like an
up.
adult, like
Yeah.
poly seems like a very adult step. is it?
For me, I just wanted like the least number of years of compulsory education.
Do you feel like this was the right choice you made, or like you maybe felt like you have any regret?
My other like secondary school friends from poly, right, they have more flexible schedules. So they end school like super early, like around 12. But compared to JC, it's a bit more hectic.
Do you have any like future plans, or like have you thought of what you want to do in the future?
Go to uni.
Do you know roughly what course?
Not really. Mine, just get into a good uni, don't disappoint my parents. And maybe like social sciences, more of humans.
Why did you decide to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
I'm planning to do something a bit more theoretical like in the future. So I think given poly's practical applications, I don't think poly is suited for me.
It's been like what, 6 months?
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
For now, I think it's okay. I think I'm surviving.
Surviving. Why is it like very tough, or
I think the rigor is 3 times more than O levels, and given the short runway to actually certain exams is very difficult.
do you have any future plans on what you want to work on study?
I was thinking more towards like science research, but I'm not exactly sure on what I want to do.
Why do you choose to go to JC instead of like other institutions like poly, for example?
I feel like it's because I don't know what course to take in poly. I know I'm like very interested in science, but like I'm interested in like all the science courses, So like might as well take it like science in general first in JC.
Do you guys wish that you had done anything differently like in your path, or you feel like this was like the right choice to make?
I feel like it was the right choice, even though at the start, like when I was choosing schools, I was a bit like conflicted. But yeah, I have no regrets.
What do you guys think of Polytechnics in Singapore?
I feel like it's for those who like really know what they want to specialize in.
Do you have any future plans to study or to work?
I don't know, like take one step at a time, I guess.
Why do you guys decide to go to JC instead of other tertiary institutions?
Actually, I wasn't very sure about what I really wanted to do like as a career. So I chose to go to JC over poly, so I have more time to choose.
So you guys are in J1, J2?
J1, yeah.
How do you guys find it so far?
I think it's fun. I've made a lot of new friends. I've met a lot of new people. I think I've become more disciplined. I've become more organized, and I've become more responsible as well, because like when I was younger, I would like find ways to procrastinate and just not do my homework. But now I don't have the option of not doing my homework. We like fall behind, and that's not an option.
What about you?
I think it's stressful, like way more stressful in secondary school, but it's something new. It's a new experience. And the like CC pressure, like when you come home with like 8 and then you have no time to study or anything like that.
So do you wish you had done anything differently?
If you'd asked me before, I would have said I would like to go to poly over JC, because I was like so sure that I want to do biomed. I want to do in the biomed sector. But then I realized that I actually wasn't really that sure on what I wanted to do, and I was like afraid that I'd have regrets. So I came to JC instead. But now that I'm here, I think this is a much better path for me.
I think I'm happy I chose JC because I'm still not sure what I want to do. Like I thought I would want to do something in like the medical sector, but I think that was just my like pressure from other people.
So do you guys have any future plans on what you want to study or work in?
I think now I want to do something like economics related.
Definitely somewhere in the biology sector. I definitely do something with biology, probably something with wildlife as well, because I love animals and I have a pet chicken.
Chicken? Really? So do you guys have any idea on like where would you want to pursue these courses?
Probably overseas, definitely somewhere in like Auckland because I have relatives living there as well. And I would just like to explore.
At first, I wanted to go overseas, but now I think that undergrad I'll do in Singapore because it's way cheaper as a citizen. And then, like, after that, I can pursue further studies overseas with money I saved up by working part-time in university.
Based on today's responses, students that chose the JC path did not seem to regret their choices, even though some had a bit of difficulty coping at the start. So regardless of whatever choice you make, you'll be able to find your own path. Thank you for watching this episode of Hot Take. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, ring the notification bell and watch our other videos over there. Bye!